Hey, let's bring the man in, Kyle Lowry, and we're gonna take those shoes that you're gonna click your heels on and get the Raptors back to the playoffs a little further, a little later. Can you get Matt Andrews? You get those?
Yeah, those.
You can rock those, right?
You know what? You can help buy them after I beat you in a few rounds of golf. You can help pay for them.
See, you're not supposed to out me like that. That you're taking my money at golf to buy shoes. Let's speak about the whole process, Kyle. Was there ever a time in the process that you thought maybe it wasn't Toronto? I mean, we were in Brooklyn, we were in New York. We saw Andy Miller there having long sit-down chats with Masai back in February and March. Was there ever a time when you thought, I don't think it's going to be Toronto, or is it Toronto all the way?
No, I mean, there definitely were times where, I thought it wouldn't be Toronto, honestly. And that's the process. You go into free agency, you have options, you have choices you have your choice pretty much.
Right.
And I think, as I sat down and, thought about it, there was definitely, pros and cons in other places. And it's pros and cons to being here. But at the end of the day, this situation is the best situation for me.
Kyle, what did you learn about yourself and the process? I mean, this is one of those things where, players, they don't get this opportunity very often, and you take it in, you kind of go through it. At the end of the day, what do you find out about it?
I told my agent, I was like, look, I don't want to make a decision. I want to kind of go through the process. And the process, it's a positive, stressful process because you have your choice to go where you want to go, but you don't know where you want to go.
Right.
But what I learned about myself is that, I have the ability to, think of things, okay, this is positive, this is negative, but this is more positive, more positive thinking, more positive about this or that, not too much negative. And I think that was a great, step for me. And you got to really sit back and just relax. After I had my meetings, I went for a walk one day. I went to the park with my son, and it's really one of the things where you just sit back and you take it all in because it's a rarity, like you said. It's a rare occasion.
Kyle, how much did the noise of free agency out there impact you? It sounded like after the meetings and through the whole process, once you decided, it was done pretty swiftly, but there's still a lot of noise out there, guys not sure and guys waiting for other guys to decide.
Yeah.
How much did that impact you? How much did you consider that?
As a man, as I feel like I'm a leader, I didn't want to wait for everybody else. I didn't want to have to say, okay, if this guy does this, then I can do that. I wanted to get it over with, and I wanted to be comfortable. And I'm comfortable in my own skin. When you're comfortable in your own skin, you can make a decision without anyone saying, oh, why'd you do that? No, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I made a choice, and it was a great choice for me, an exciting choice for me.
It's popular opinion that you got snubbed from the All-Star team. But in this process, a lot of teams came after you. A lot of teams were interested in you. And did that create a bit more validation of not only where you are now, but where you've come from to achieve that kind of recognition?
I mean, it's just, from, even when I'm 20 years old and 23 years old, even 26 years old, trying to figure it out. But now, like I said, it's validation. But at the end of the day, as hard as you work, hard work pays off. And I really mean that. I really believe that hard work pays off. And, for me, I never take a day off. I really work as hard as I possibly can because I really want to be the best player I can be. I want to be the best person I can be. So it's hard work on and off the court that, got me to the point to where I am now.
Kyle, last thing before we go, from a leadership standpoint, Summer League going on in Vegas, guys get together. We knew that happened last year. It might happen again this year. You're the leader on this team. What's next for this team in terms of, we've heard Gravis is back, Patrick Patterson's back, DeMar's locked up, James Johnson in the fold, Lou Williams, a guy who you know from Philly. What's next for you as a leader pulling this team together?
Well, we're about to hop on a plane in a few to go to Vegas, and we're going to have a dinner tonight. I'll talk to guys and I'll make sure that everyone's on the same page. And for me, individually, I know a lot of the guys, and I can reach out to them, and I think they'll listen to me. And it's expectations when you join our team and you coming back next year. There's a big expectations coming from me, coach, organization, and I think we have that mindset to be better, not just to be satisfied with 48 wins. We want more, and I think starting with me and DeMar, I think we have that expectation to be better.